Greetings internet. They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I understand the theory, it kicks off digestion, it gives you energy for the rest of the day, and in all my various efforts to organise or rearrange my life, I have often considered my position on breakfast. I know some people say that they couldn't stomach eating food first thing in the morning. For me, I don't have a problem with that. The biggest problem for me with breakfast is that I'm completely not a morning person in any way whatsoever, and so I can very rarely be bothered to make breakfast. Generally takes every ounce of strength I have to get out of bed and make a cup of coffee. And that's it. That's generally all I have. Coffee, probably followed by another coffee before it gets to lunchtime. That has served me reasonably well for many years, but there are still times, like today when I'm thinking about this video, when I can think I ought to consider breakfast again. The problem is, if that's ever going to work, I need to find the right breakfast for me, and that's proving to be the problem. If it involves anything more than a minute or two's preparation, it's highly unlikely that my morning brain will be capable of being willing to do that, which immediately rules out anything cooked, no eggs or sausages or bacon or anything like that. Toast is entirely boring unless you start piling it with butter and jam, and suddenly it becomes not particularly healthy. Cereals are not a bad option, but they do require that you keep twice as much milk in the fridge, and also they're a bit too tempting as a late night snack. I do lack discipline when it comes to late night snacking, and if something's there, I will likely eat it. But that's a whole separate issue, but it does need to be considered. Fruit is an okay option, I guess, but I'm just not the biggest fan of them. Bananas go brown too quickly, apples are just kind of boring, and my local supermarket has a terrible selection. Porridge is okay sometimes, especially in the winter, but I couldn't stomach that every day, I don't think. So basically everything that I can think of, I can come up with some reason or excuse to not do it. And at this point, I've run out of ideas, so I come to you, the internet, to ask for more. Do you like to eat breakfast? What do you have? Let me know in the comments down below, and maybe one of you has an idea that might be suitable for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.